Okay. Everyone can see though. Do I move this? You can see. Okay. Perfect. So I'm gonna try to do 2 different denims. That's why she has a tiny skirt. Okay. So now she has a tiny skirt. So I think I'm gonna do a blue denim. Wait, who left my voice on? Yeah. Did someone leave my voice on? Oh, yeah, can you close her? Thank you, Milo. Oh, so annoying. So, anyways, so this is what we're gonna do. You see the little rectangles that I left? I wanna do rips, so you guys know how to do rips a bit, okay? So I'm gonna do a blue denim first, and just like how we discussed, you always start with the light color first, okay? So I know this might not be the right color right now, correct? But remember when you sandblast things and what I discussed to make those really lighter, it might be that color. So we are gonna be layering color throughout this process. So we're gonna do this entire, I'm gonna do a blue one and a black one. So just to help us, we're just gonna do the entire thing. And let that sink in. This poor topic has been through it. Actually, it's one of my first, this is one of my first topics ever. And she's still alive. All right, so then we're gonna do that because, let me put a weight. I'm gonna do sort of a weight. So then what we're gonna do now is, I need to make this darker as discussed, correct? So if this is the base, it's easier to go dark on top of light than dark on top of light because it's markers, okay? So then what I can do is, I can give her this color on top. It's gonna look really bad blending. What I can do is, some of your cool grays, you're gonna notice they have a blue tint. Like this one, that has a blue. This is your cool gray. Cool gray means it has some blue hue to it. Warm gray means it has some yellow hue to it, or even reddish sometimes, okay? So that's why you that's when I mentioned in the list of getting those supplies, that it's always better to at least get a cool gray. Actually, I cool grays more than warm grays. I don't know why, but they just make me happier. So this one's still too close to here, so I'm just gonna look for one medium tone, and I can make it darker with my light gray. Because I don't know if you noticed too with your jeans, you notice there's 2 weaves, correct? One might be blue and there's one gray or white. And sometimes even for some blacks, it could be greenish or reddish. So that's what we can also do. We can actually lay down those colors first and then work on the tints later. So then, let me see if I find something. I thought I had one out, but I guess not. Oh, she's not here today. It's okay. I think it's this one. Okay, so if that's the case, where are you? The whole point of me prepping so I don't have to look for markers. But it's okay. We are gonna make do, and we're gonna hope that one of these blues is not so bright. This is bright. Actually, you know what? This might be okay. And this is brighter. We're gonna take a chance with her. Okay, so, oh, she's okay. She's okay because this one is more like a grayish. So we're just gonna cover if it was sandblasting. So I want the sandblasting to be on top of her thighs. So we're just gonna go in those sections. Oh, I forgot to actually leave spaces for the, and at the same time, we're gonna try to mimic the seams. I might have to do the whole the what's the thing? all of the little holes in the next one because I messed up a little bit. You'll see why. You'll see what I did. I did not do something good. So I'm just gonna ombre it. Ombre, ombre, ombre. And then I can take my blender. Where are your blender? It's black. They look alike. The blacks and the blenders look alike. There you go, blender. And you're just gonna like try to smooth those down. Okay, so I have my mid-tone, my light tone. Right now she's looking a little bright. That's okay, because guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna use her gray. And I think this is the gray that I liked. Yeah, this is like, you see that little blue hue to it? I'm just gonna take it and add it to the sides.
What type of marker is that?
This is a Prismacolor. But it's a Prismacolor Cool Gray 50. So cool grays, like number 4 to 5, are you gonna use the most. So then we go here, and you can see it's changing the color, but she doesn't want to blend because I use a different blend sometimes, and that's okay. You can smudge it with your finger. That's gonna happen with some of the pigments. So if I were, that's the issue with some of these pigments too. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So you can see it now. It's getting there. And we're gonna make it more obvious in those seams. You can see the shape already. And I can even go maybe like a little darker than this. You 60? No, you're 5, but you know what? We love a Copic. So that's okay because we can actually do this with the Copic. And then, but you notice how much shadows I'm putting? All of you. Okay, I have this now. What I am gonna do is, I am now, the rips, I'm gonna do it for the black one. Sorry guys, I forgot to do one step that I got too marker heavy. So then I am gonna look for not only white, but more mid-tone of blue, which is around here, to do this, to just do the 12. Do the 12 on the darker sides. You see that? It's very subtle. But now we're gonna do it. And I'm creating that. Oh, okay, this is like a denim. Because remember, denim is not one solid color. There's 2 different weaves. And then you're gonna take your white one. Oh, why are you white? I sharpen one. I use white so much. So then you're gonna take your white one, and this is the one that you're gonna use throughout the whole thing. Now you see the difference? Now you see it. She's looking like denim now, okay? Now then what I'm gonna do is I can outline her. Now, I don't have to outline with a really black pencil here. I can actually use a deep gray pencil, like this one, to make sure that it looks like, oh, it's the seams, it doesn't look too starched. Sometimes you notice that when you use your microns, it might make things look very static, meaning there's no movement to it, right? Yeah. So then you're just gonna outline her with a gray. And by the way, this changes based on what color you're doing. And I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. And then turn. But we're not done because this is denim. Because we need to do the wrinkles. Okay, she's looking more denim every time that I do something. So then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take our gray. This is number 2. Is this it? No, I need a darker gray to blend it in. And this is why it's so important to have blendable markers. Is this warm? Maybe. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Sorry. 50%. Let's just go for 50% again. And we're just gonna dot it in certain sections, because remember, Ariel has warm denim here. The seams are not gonna be sandblasted or washed the same way, correct? They're gonna have dark sections and really bright sections. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do the puckering, guys. Pucker, pucker, pucker. Okay. And I know it's a tiny little skirt, but she's gonna look like denim, okay? Then what we're gonna do is take something darker and also pass it through here. Like just to make it pucker. And then you use your white pencil and you make it pucker too. If this doesn't work, you can always use, some of you might have like Caran d'Aches. I have also water pencils here that are like very pigmented. So this is not it. She is not it. Where are you? So then, oh, the Caran d'Ache I mentioned. Here you go. Activate it with water, but like wipe it a little bit down so it doesn't wet everything. So you can just like, there you go. You see the difference now? And then we're gonna do, once again, wet it. Remember, you don't want it you don't want this to be too watery. You just want a little bit. And you just go and really sandblast her. Sandblast, 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 sandblast. You see the difference now? Wow. And then, if you really wanna keep going, you can use one of your light grays and very lightly, very precise, you're gonna do random lines. Twill, everything's twill weave, diagonal. Diagonal, okay? That's one. We're gonna do the black one now.